Welcome back to NGN. We're taking a break from the loud, aggressive German inside to be out here between two trees with Dan Nanni, lead game designer of LawBreakers. So this game looks like a lot of fun, right? It's a crazy first-person shooter battler kind of deal with a lot of vertical movement.
Definitely.
So was that the goal of the game, just outright hectic chaos, or what were you going for making this game?
Yeah, so we really wanted to start a game with the idea it was factions versus factions. We didn't know necessarily in the beginning it was going to be good guys versus bad guys, or if it was just going to be bad guys versus bad guys. But the one thing we knew we definitely wanted to do was mess around with gravity and see where it took us.
Yeah, that's what I love, is this kind of new dynamic of the game, of taking a more vertical direction, because it kind of requires a rethink. You know, it's like whenever any game introduces like a new sort of way of moving, it always takes a bit of adjustment. Have you seen that with LawBreakers so far?
Oh yeah. We see people trying to figure it out from the beginning. They might use a character who can fly, but they use it as a sprint ability, just riding the land, just as a speedy roller coaster would do. But it isn't until they look up that they realize that a whole new world is opened up to them and that take advantage of that.
Sorry, I had to, when you say that phrase, I have to launch into song. Or the trusty Indiana Jones whip would be my go-to every time.
Yeah, well, we have her too. She whips around the map.
Were you watching some old movies and being like, somebody needs to travel via whip?
You know, that was actually one of our gameplay coders who just sat down and said, I think I can make this better. And it was a grapple hook at first, and he showed it, and he was like, that's like Spider-Man. Oh my God, yeah, it is. That's amazing. It's like, this is fun.
No, but how did Nvidia Tech help you kind of realize what you wanted to go for LawBreakers?
Yeah, so Nvidia Tech has been able to give us the power that we need to actually push the game that we want to push out. We were really looking to not make a game on budget, and we wanted to make the game, we wanted to make it feel like a AAA title, and I think Nvidia gives us the potential to make it look amazing, but still keep it at a playable frame rate for all of our players. And at the same time, you know, Nvidia Tech is what gave us that GIF generator that we were messing around with when we first came out of the gates, and that GIF generator got us a lot of visibility.
Nice. So when can people actually start playing the game?
Well, we've just gone out of our alpha process. You know, this is a really true alpha process for us. We're playing with our gamers and getting their feedback, and right now we're taking a break to take all their feedback, recompile it, and give them a new alpha phase. And we haven't announced yet, but that's going to be really soon. And then we'll hopefully get more feedback from our players and have another alpha phase.
Tweak and tweak,
keep
and
on
then
going.
Eventually one day,
we'll
be
finished.
LawBreakers.
Exactly.
I appreciate it, Dan. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Yep.
And thank you guys for tuning in to NGN.